Hello, and welcome everybody. I'm just getting everything situated and adjusted here. Might be a little loud. Sorry about that. Trying to get things adjusted. It always kind of shifts and changes depending on what it is I'm doing. My setup always kind of changes if I'm like streaming on Twitch, if I am doing podcasting, and then when I've got my setup when I'm doing artwork, it's always kind of shifting. But hello and welcome, gaming or what? I see you anonymous as well. It's 2:30 a.m. here, but it feels like a good evening. What's good? Robert Laurie, is that Martin? I don't know how to say the rest of your name. I'm sorry, Martin and Zikarat and anybody else who is lurking. So tonight, I'm trying to get back on the bandwagon of going live every Thursday. So I've been traveling and I've been doing and busy and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, I just kind of fell out of I've just fallen out of order. Fell out of routine, I would say. So let me get some paint poured on here. Let's go ahead and get a whole glob, a whole mess of something. Boy, that's a little bit too much, but that's okay. I do tend to use a lot of white paint. How's everybody doing, though? Like I said, I'm trying to get back into the routine, the swing of things. So you might be wondering to yourself, what's the deal? Why are we doing Evee? What happened to the book? Because usually on Thursday, we get together and we create a fantasy world. Let me check something out really quickly. Just kind of sounded like my microphone was a little staticky or something. But anyway, we typically get together. One of my wonderful subscribers sent me this ancient looking book, and we typically get together to try to get together and create crossover animals. And it's been going so cool, so well. Guys, remember Kevin, Moby, and a personal fan favorite. Who is it? The man, the myth, the legend, Carl and Guts, the Chiropanthea and the what's it called? The parasitic tail Guts. But tonight I have a crossover that I was going to do tonight, and I ended up not doing it because I'm a little bit behind. So if you're familiar with my channel, did the music just die? What happened? Okay. I don't know if my internet's doing weird things, but just kind of glitched. I don't know. I think something's spooking my internet. What was I saying? Oh, I do have a character crossover, creature crossover that I'm going to save for next time. But if you're familiar with my channel, I do live streams where I teach YouTubers how to paint. And I am behind on getting my next guest's art piece. And normally I like to keep it a surprise for you all. But tonight, I need to get it done because I'm falling behind. So let's see. Roberts is having the FOMO from not going to Dallas FNT meetup. Oh, is that going on right now? I didn't know that. I thought that was coming up. Okay. This paint smells funny. Hang on a second. Ooh. Did you know your paint can go bad? Oof. Let's use this up and then get rid of this maybe. So I'll keep it a mystery who my next guest is going to be. But you can at least see is going on right now. Oh, well, I hope they all have a blast. I understand FOMO for real, for sure. It's kind of like when they had the meetup in Orlando. I was like, should I go? Should I go? But I don't really know a lot of people there, so it just would have been me awkwardly, probably just sitting in a corner. But yeah, so one of my next guests, because I have several. I have several guests going to be coming on here, but I don't have this one finished, so I want to get it done. I haven't totally settled on the idea of what I wanted to do. I've got a couple of ideas here. You can see I saved some really pretty Evee paintings. I need to kind of keep it somewhat simple because I don't know my guests' painting skills. And plus, I try not to go longer than 2 hours. But sometimes, I mean, when you're going to make art, I was kind of thinking of crossing all 3 of these pictures. I just haven't quite figured it out. So I thought you might want to come along and just kind of see my process of how I do it. I mean, if that's okay with you all and you're not too bothered by the slight change in plans. Oh, but before I get too far ahead of myself, there is something I need to do. By the way, please be sure to hit the like button on your way in. There we go. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And like I said, if you're hanging out and you like what goes on these streams, creating stuff, then be sure to hit the like button. But I wanted to quickly, before we get too far ahead of ourselves here tonight, I wanted to give, I don't know that this person necessarily wants me to say their name, but I just wanted to say thank you to one of my many subscribers who went onto my Amazon wish list and got me a whole bunch of heavy body paint. I actually needed to get this. I needed to get more. And not only did they get it for me, but they got it in bulk, which is so cool. So just thank you for the wonderful gifts that you guys send to me. I appreciate it. I'm always amazed and flabbergasted whenever I get something in the mail. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, you can, of course, do that in the description box down below. But for now, let's just focus on painting. I like the idea of kind of having this offset. I mean, I could put him in the middle. I like having this, and I'm kind of seeing a landscape going on here. So let me look at my reference pictures again. Again, I don't want to make it too complicated for my guests. And then I also saw this like really super cute face like that. Decisions. This is always the hardest part, and sometimes I just have to go to it. Seize the day and all of that. So, all right. Let me put this, set this stuff up. Got some exciting news. I'm going to be hanging out with Makani Draws on Sunday on his show. Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is that, like 12 on the Pacific or something? And, all right, we're going to move Evee. And we're going to draw and hang out. He's been on my channel. We did Super Mario. We did digital versus, or really digital meets. Let's see. Meets traditional. All right, we're going to go ahead and mix. Might have to get a little quiet at some point so I can focus. Okay. Guys, got any plans for the weekend? I have family coming in, so that's going to be fun. I'm doing this wrong. I've already started off wrong. All right. But let's try this again. Oh, I'm losing my stuff. All right, I need to see the vision. I need to focus Leonard. How am I going to do this? Okay. I'm going to get some white paint, get some yellow paint. We're going to go back and forth. I was in debate if I was going to stream over on Twitch or if I was going to come here, and I was like, I haven't been regular here for a while. I need to get back in the game. So here we go. Here we are. Have you guys missed the character creature streams? I apologize. Life's just been a little bit busy, you know? And I don't know about you, but once I get out of the rhythm of something, it's really hard to get back into it. Not going to lie. We'll just make a nice creamy background here. Move my little Snorlax friend out the way. He just decided to come hang out with us. I want to say this isn't too complicated of a sky, but it could be. It could go very wrong very quickly, but I believe in my guest. I believe in all my guests. Last time I had After the Weekend, and before that I had X-Wing. If you haven't seen those episodes, you should totally check them out. Lots of fun. X-Wing created an amazing Star Destroyer, and After the Weekend we did different versions of Mario. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit and let it dry, and then I'm gonna create some little mountains, some blurry mountains in the background, pale mountains. This is a nice background. I'm getting some like 70s Rainbow Bright, Peppermint Rose, Care Bears kind of vibes. Let's kind of take our stencil and just kind of see what this looks like so far. That's fun. Oh, that's happy. I like it. I like it. Riker says X-Wings is a fun with JS Pirates. Yeah, watching those two for sure play what's that game? Sea of Thieves is hilarious. Hilarious. All right. I'm going to take some more white and add it to my green. This nasty, well, it's not really a nasty green, but I definitely am getting like Bob Ross color vibes here. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon background. Sure does. Yeah. Which is kind of cool. You know, I had no idea that Pokemon was really as old as it is. I mean, for crying out loud. I didn't really grow up with Pokemon. Like, I saw it, but we weren't engaged with it. And all right, we're just gonna kind of make some, fluff out some mountains here. Make Bob proud. Some rustling hills. Nothing too. Not as old as me. That's right. Some things aren't. All right, here we go. Get it a little darker down here at the base. Nothing too fancy. Just kind of blur it out a little bit. Happy little trees. You're right. You're right. It's a little too fluffy. It looks a little too tree-like and less mountainous. So I need to, get some portion. I need some more chiseled edges. So now it's a little too harsh for me. Okay, I think I need to lighten it up some more. Like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. We're seeing where the wind takes us. There we go. I like that. What cartoons did I grow up watching? Honestly, I grew up watching Looney Tunes, the Flintstones, the Jetsons. Scooby-Doo was my jam. My all-time favorite cartoon growing up was Scooby-Doo. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Now the real question, should I leave this a make this a starlit sky or leave it kind of bare? I mean, if I want to go with that Bob Ross vibe, which is totally unintentional, I probably don't want to put stars here, but I love stars. They're magical. It's anime. What kind of cartoons did you guys grow up watching? I tend to watch a lot of older stuff that is before my era. I just liked them a lot. Let's see, what else did I watch? We would watch like Transformers and gosh, I'm trying to remember cartoons now. It's been so long. Used to watch like a lot of Cartoon Network. As I got a little older, you know, it wasn't my favorite, but we watched like Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, stuff like that. I did enjoy the cartoon Doug. I know the Rogue Attraction was mentioning that on his channel earlier, and I think I need to put stars in here. I feel it in my soul. Hey, Stunning and Brave Megatron, how are you doing? We're making a background for who's that Pokemon? Evee. Okay, let me get, let's just, oh, let me move Snorlax for a little bit. Just kind of, just a couple of stars. I don't know if you guys will be able to see them, but they are there. I just want just a couple here and there. I don't want to overwhelm it. Just a little something something. Have I ever painted a Transformer before? No. But, okay. I was mentioning earlier that one of my subscribers sent me heavy body paint. And if you guys don't know what heavy body paint is, it's much thicker. The viscosity level is much thicker with heavy body paint versus liquid paint. You can see this kind of pools. Let's demonstrate. Ready for some ASMR? Does that irritate everybody, or do you enjoy that? Let's get rid of that. Let's see. Yeah. Hecka thick. Like, it kind of has the consistency of like toothpaste. All right, let's see. I'll get some white. Okay, got these little tubes. Tubes. Zuckerrat says Transformers, Thundercats, Pirates of Dark Water, yes. Batman. Some of the cartoons running. Okay, Pirates of Dark Water. I know we're in an era where we're very leery about having remakes or live action or whatever. But man, Pirates of Dark Water would be such a cool TV show or movie series. Man, I think it would be even better than Pirates of the Caribbean. Just saying. Anyway, guys, so, all right. Let me demonstrate to you. So like I said, you can see it's pooling. If I do this. Aha. And I've got myself. Can you see that little? I probably should have done this differently. You can see that little mountain there? It will dry that way. It will not slouch. Like, it'll stay this way overnight and dry this way, and like I could pick it off and stick it to something. So you get a lot of awesome thick textures when you're using, oh, let's be careful now, not ruin my painting. So that's so cool, right? Look at that. Oh, like a little marshmallow. And now I've given it a secondary horn. It's such a cool paint to work with. So you were saying, have I thought about ever painting Transformers? I have. I was thinking about doing an impressionist painting using heavy body paint to create a Transformer. Kind of make it a little elegant, right? This is going to be a sad question, probably. Stunning and Brave Megatron, but like, I've never actually clicked on like your avatar and see it if it's sent, goes to a link. Do you have a YouTube where you display your artwork? I think that would be pretty cool to see Transformer dioramas. Feel free to share it in the description box if you stream somewhere. Excuse me, in the chat, not the description. Let me put this away. I'd love to check that out. I'm looking for new artists to hang out with and just check out their stuff. And I'd love to see it. So, all right. This is almost dry, so let me kind of think about what I'm doing here. I'm going to be taking Evee. I need to make sure I put the rock or whatever it's going to stand on here, because it's obviously, kind of out of its depth here if I just slap it on. So let's get some more paint. I'm going to take a little bit of I think Evee is brown, so I don't want to necessarily make a brown rock. So maybe kind of like a purplish black color. I do draw streams primarily, but I also have done diorama streams as well as collection tours. And actually just did a Lego building stream last Saturday. So you do like, oh, excellent. Awesome. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm sorry that I haven't done that sooner. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some red. Get some blue. Some white. And some black. Make an interesting color here. Get some more white. A little bit more black. So like I was saying earlier, on Sunday, you can catch me on Makani Draw's channel. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm not quite sure. I had thought about saving this to work on. I need to message him and be like, what do I do? Do I just do whatever I want? All right, hang on. Okay, so somewhere over here. I'm just gonna kind of make a rock. Make it a little bit paler. Over here. And it needs to be a little darker back here. Maybe a little bit grayer. That looks okay. A little bit like a mess, I understand, but that's okay. And then we kind of imagine Evee hanging out over here. Oh, come on now. I am loving the color scheme of this. Like, it's so unintentional, but it works so well. That's what I'm saying. Like you're learning and experiencing just the whole process as much as I do. Like I have no idea what I was gonna do. Hey, Miss Martin Muses, how are you? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm trying to create the painting for. Whoa, that's a lot of yellow. For my next guest. I don't know that I wanted that to happen. Now I'm distraught. Now I have to fix it. Oh crap. Says doing well, love these painting streams. Oh, I was saying earlier, I apologize for not being regular with the streams. I've been traveling and I got out of the rhythm, you know. And it's really difficult, you know. So I know that I'm in the comfort of my own home and all this kind of stuff, but like honestly, and people don't really know this or believe this about me, but I am introverted, right? And even though, like I said, I'm in the comfort of my own home, doing these live streams does kind of take it, or anytime I stream, does kind of take it out of me, because you still have to talk and engage and try to be interesting, and that doesn't always come easily to introverted people. And even though I'm not physically with anybody, I'm still somewhat with people. And if you know anything about introverts, being around people kind of drains their energy. It's not that we don't enjoy it necessarily. Some of them. I'm one of those people who, I don't necessarily mind being around people. In fact, I like it, but I can only do it for so long. And so since I've been traveling and doing things, and I've been really busy at my church because I'm coordinating VBS this year. And so just trying to, I've really just kind of let the ball drop with my YouTube channel because I just get mentally exhausted. But I miss it at the same time because creating with you guys, seeing like especially when we do world building together, man, we got to get back on that because I'm so excited. I want to start creating like landscapes and maps and towns with you guys. I really want to make that world come to life, and I would love to see that maybe one day our characters maybe do get put in like a book form or something like that. It would be so cool. Nope, totally believable. I actually am an introvert too. See? So like you love it, but it's kind of like a love-hate relationship because it does take a lot out of me. Through my dioramas, I kind of found that I enjoy doing landscapes and natural environments more so than human-built locations. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned that we've got this like kind of jewel tone background, and then I've got this harsh kind of yucky foreground here. But I kind of need that, and I'm just afraid that Evee won't work, or maybe it just... I'm afraid it's just a little too yucky. We'll go for it. That way it really stands out against the background. Gotta have my quiet time. Amen, girl. Time with Jesus, too. For sure. I know I be struggling. I get a one-way ticket on the I get a ticket on the struggle bus. Not a one-way. Thank God it's not a one-way ticket on the struggle bus when I don't spend time with God regularly. Thank God. All right, this isn't quite dry yet, so I can't stencil this on here, which is making me impatient. Come on. Go gadget, dry. Go gadget, blow dryer. Maybe I need to do like some painting streams where I like I love just creating my own things. Maybe where I combine Pokemon or something. Or like combine other characters with Pokemon. I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. I love creating and making my own characters and stuff like that. So fantastic. I'm trying to putting together a team of brilliant and amazing artists known on the YouTube platform. And we are going to get together, hopefully, at the end of this month, if I can get that organized too. And we're going to be doing random character prompts. Okay? So we're going to like roll the die, if you will. And we're each going to have our own attempt at creating this character. Like it's going to hopefully encourage people who watch, who are maybe interested in artwork or maybe are insecure in their artwork, to show you that it doesn't matter if your artwork looks like mine, doesn't look like mine, is that we all have a different take. And it's really cool how we all see the world differently, even if we're given the same ingredients to create something. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to keep you guys posted. Like I said, it's supposed to happen at the end of the month. I've already got some people that said they were going to join me. And so once I get that all organized, I'm going to announcement, and maybe I'll make that a regular thing. I think it would be super cool. I can't wait. I'm really excited. Yeah, random character prompts. And we all have to try to create some kind of creature or character within a time frame, and then we'll reveal it and see what our artistic takes are going to be for that character. It's going to be super cool. Hey, Backyard TARDIS! Evee is such a great Pokemon. I like that Pokemon Company are highlighting it more. Hey, I think Eevee's super cute. I love that it can evolve into these other really cool creatures, for sure. All right, are we dry yet? Almost. Almost, but not quite. The paper's gonna make it stick. You'd be up for that? I might have to hit you up for that eventually, Megatron. Like, I definitely want to get more artists on the. I love having non-artists come on the channel and I help them and teach them how to paint, but I'm definitely wanting to get more artists together and we work on some projects and expand our creativity. The people that I reached out to were like, heck yeah, I need to basically exercise my brain. This is just the challenge that I need. So, yeah. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and, even though it's, well, I really shouldn't. I'm really impatient. I need a, all right. Not much of an animal artist, but it is an area I do need to work on more. Yeah, see? Well, like I said, we're going to kind of, I've never played Dungeons & Dragons, but the premise is going to be kind of the same. Roll the die, get a character, like, limit it down to this. It's got to be whatever. I kind of did a random one the other day just to see what it would be like, and it was, do I have my piece of paper here? It was supposed to be like an overly emotional centaur with green hair and emo, I think it was. And so we all would have to figure out how to translate that in our own styles. And it could be whatever medium you want. Digital, face paint, because I hopefully will be having a makeup artist coming on the channel as well. Are these characters for the fantasy book? Not necessarily. I think some of them are going to be outside of the style that I would prefer for a fantasy book, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, come on, paint. You're acrylic. You're meant to dry quickly. Come on. I'm gonna have to tell my guest, be sure you bring a blow dryer, okay? Because this is like the worst part. Although, usually when I have my guests, it's like an interview, so there's plenty of time to chit-chat and everything. All right. We're just gonna go for it. All right, let's figure out where Evee needs to go. Where does he look best? I have to make sure that I remember there's a line right here. I'm not seeing the rest of that. So I think. Oh, Jesus himself couldn't have done a better job. Oh no, I don't have a pencil. I only have more. Okay. I don't have pens. Here we go. Let's give it a try. All right. I kind of like that it's tilted just a wee bit too. I have a light gray pen. I don't know how cartoony I want to make this Evee. I might make it have a touch of realism to it. Especially with the hair. Just get the general gist of this. Has anybody ever played Pokemon Go? Man, I remember getting into that and it was so much fun. Like almost my entire family, my immediate family, we all got hooked on that. We literally would, just like if my brother and his wife came to visit, we were hanging out on Saturday night or something. One of us would literally suggest, hey, you wanna go into town and go to Pokestops and just see if we can catch Pokemon? And be like, yeah, we pile in the car at like 10 o'clock at night, go downtown. Such a fun family activity. I'm practicing with the pen tool in Photoshop while watching this. Excellent, Robert. May I ask what you're working on, or do you want to keep that a secret, just between you and the walls of your house? I was never really into Pokemon, says Megatron, but my mom and sister were addicted to Pokemon Go when it first came out. It's fun. All right. A bee. Cool. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, avert your eyes if you want to save yourself from the horrendous actions that are about to occur. I must decapitate the cute little creature, but don't worry. He will rise again. I wish I could be drawing right now, but I'm still in the sickness fog. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. If you could be drawing, what would you be drawing? That sounded like a horrible sentence. My apologies to all of the English-speaking people in the world right now. Let's see. I don't know if I necessarily... Let's see. I need to remember that I'm going to do this for my guest. So I got to make this easy to figure out. I don't want her caught off guard. It's all the clues I'm going to give you. Okay. It looks so weird like this right now. Okay. I did go for a little bit, but I fell off early. On. My most recent Pokemon was Let's Go Evee with my daughter. It was a great way to share the experience with your... Yeah. Okay. Just kind of get a general gist of the hair here. Oh, I'd probably be inking Rosalina and Daisy. Oh, go with Peach. I just finished. That's so cool. Okay. I know, I am so behind on my projects. I still have my Super Mario flamethrower that I need to paint. My 3D flamethrower, and then I have a character crossover that I wanted to do for a movie that came out this month. So I'm like so behind. Up in the sky, look at it be. It's a bird. No, it's a plane. It's means of destruction. Superhero in word form. How you doing, memes? How you doing? All right, I gotta figure out the color scheme for this. I want to keep it. I still want to keep it in this kind of, apparently, this kind of 70s gem tone vibe. So we know it's brown, but I gotta make this easy for her. So we're just going to, I'm gonna take some brown and lighten it just a wee bit. Just a little bit. Make Elsa Barrett, how are you? We are making a Saturday morning cartoon styled Pokemon painting for one of my next guests that's coming up for my channel. How are you? I want to make sure there's like some fibrous hairs going on here. I feel like that's like a redundant statement, but I said what I said. There we go. I want to be able to see the little wispies. Yeah, I wasn't intentionally trying to make this a Saturday morning cartoon, 70s style painting. It just kind of turned out though. King Advisors, what's up? Haven't been by since X-Wing, but this is the wholesome content I'm looking for tonight. Well, come on in. Come on in. Creating an Evee. How are you this evening? Glad you could join us. Glad you could join us. I'm just winging this. I really am. Just going where my heart takes me. Making some mistakes along the way, but I'm okay with that. You know, guys, you remember, some of you might have been around when I first started live streaming and I did oil paintings and I sold them. Man, I miss doing those oil paintings. I know Backyard Tardis got one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite ones where I did Stargate meets Indiana Jones. Oh man, that was so cool. I really had to think about if I was going to sell that one because I really liked it. But I did take a picture of it. But I'm glad that I could send it to Still working, so not much fun. I understand. I hear ya. Can I paint a tall ship? Probably. There we go. We're giving Evee kind of a faux hawk here. And you guys have been such an awesome community, encouraging me in my painting streams with the different content that I've created, showing up. And don't think I take that lightly. I really appreciate it because, you know, it's Thursday night. You could be watching something far more entertaining and interesting. But, you know, I appreciate it. Oh, Scooby-Doo meets Harry Potter. Okay. That's so cool. That's the crossover we may not have realized we needed, guys. That would be so cool. I might have to think about that. One thing at a time. Oh my gosh, one thing at a time. Okay. So we got some hair. So I was saying that I'm a little bit behind on my art projects and I do a lot of character crossovers. I love doing it. Like one of my favorite ones was Mr. T as Sir Walter Raleigh. And then Gina Carano as Elizabeth Bennet, of course, what got the whole thing started. But I'm going to be doing a character crossover of Indiana Jones meets so-and-so. I'm going to keep that kind of a surprise. But I can't wait to get started. One of my favorite adventurers, for sure. And to make it Indiana Jones and this person collide. You're right, memes. When you're right, you're right. So we're going to get this foundation color on here first. And before we start adding like highlights and shadows. Again, I have to make sure I keep it somewhat simple. Because of time when I work with my friend there. This mysterious YouTuber. Get some little wispies of hair, make it nice and fluffy. It's not really fluffy enough on the ears for my taste. Can you guys guess who I'm crossing Indiana Jones with? It's an unsuspecting adventurer. Shaggy and Scooby would flip out seeing all those ghosts. Are these always Thursday nights? I am trying to get back into the swing of things. So yes, I was making Thursday nights a regular painting stream, usually around 9 o'clock. I started here at 9:30, but usually at 9 o'clock, making it on Thursday nights. Han Solo? No, not Han Solo, but I mean, essentially Indiana Jones is Han Solo, right? So, I mean... All right, do we like the fluff? Are we enjoying the fluff? I probably need to switch over to a smaller brush. These were also sent to me by a subscriber, so thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. These are some of my favorite brushes to use. Okay, so I need to make sure there's a division line here. Get all the browns taken care of first. As far as the first layer here, get that all situated. I will say, I'll give you another hint. I can't contain myself, but I need to. I must. It is a female adventurer. And so I couldn't really find a proper reference for the body figure that I needed. Like, I say the figure, but like the motion. So I had to like recreate a cave scene with a torch and the outfit. And then photograph myself so that I could use myself as the model. And then basically I'll have to adjust accordingly for the other woman to be like her face and stuff like that on top of that. It's Tim! Who's that Pokemon? Evee! That's right. How you doing, Tim? I haven't popped by your stream in a long time. How goes things? Hoping that you are successful in all of your endeavors. Tim is a man of mystery. It's not really Tim. Tim's hair is a man of mystery. You know, that might be the subliminal or the unintentional reason why I just don't watch your channel as much as I should, Tim, because your hair frustrates me. In a good way. Lara Croft? Yeah, you guys, I knew everybody would suspect, and that would honestly be an awesome character crossover. I mean, it seemed a little too obvious to do Lara, so I am not doing that. But I thought about it. Don't get me wrong, I thought about it. No, I didn't cosplay as Lara Croft, although it'd be kind of fun. Only if I can have real guns. Okay. Is it a real person from history? No, it's from a movie. She's from a movie. She's fictitious, just like Indy. So I plan to do that in oil paint. I just gotta get on the ball. I gotta get back on the ball, guys. So thank you for your encouragement. Maybe having done this stream now, I'll be like, okay, gotta give the people what they want. I kind of don't want to necessarily make the legs too fuzzy, but let's see if I can do. I'm afraid that will be difficult for my guests, so we'll just do minimal fuzziness. You know, Evee shaves regularly, so that's what we'll go with. Minimal fuzziness. Minimal fuzziness. Maybe I should do a separate channel for my hair. Yes. Okay, Tim, you might be joking, but you know how the internet is the internet, and you can literally find anything on it. I was like scrolling through shorts. That sounds so weird, and I don't think I'll ever get accustomed to that. YouTube shorts. And there's this entire channel dedicated to these like rubber monkeys that are squishy. And this guy uses the same music every single time. Thousands of subscribers. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. And all he does is squish the monkey or throw it off the balcony, throw it off of a building, and goes and inspects the squished face of the monkey. That's it. These videos are only like maybe a minute long. That's it. Like, that's it. So your hair could very well become popular. Okay. This looks really cool. I think I'm going to now lighten it just a little bit more. The Forgotten Man. Dorothy? No. Oh, but that would be a good one. Oh, man, you guys have great ideas. Elizabeth Swann? Nope. Nope. It's from I think it was a 1999 film. I think that's when the movie came out. I'll take notes. Yeah. Okay, so I need to do some highlights. I need to get my reference painting back up. Ripley? No. It's not. That's another good one. Okay. I've said too much. Okay, all right. I'll come out with it. King's Advisor nailed it. That's who I'm crossing over with Indiana Jones, and it's going to be super cool. She's one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite movies. That's why I said unsuspecting. You never would have guessed. Never, unless I gave you the hints, like I'm sure nobody would ever have guessed it was her. Okay, not too many details, Tab, but then remember, amateur painter. Okay, the inner portions of the ears are darker. So yeah, ding ding, you got it right. No prize for you. I'm sorry, but I will get that out. I'm so excited for that painting. I just haven't started. I might have to forego this step with my guest because I tend to put too many details on here. It's just, I can't help it. It's who I am. It's how Jesus made me. The events on the timeline's doing me interesting. I was watching, was it Drunk 3PO today, and he was saying something about how they're going back in time to see like Archimedes or something like this. And then it's like Indy is like giving up on life, like he just wants to stay back in time, and then the young woman, his goddaughter, has to like literally knock some sense into him. Like apparently, according to sources, she might punch him and like take him back or something like that. It's like, oh, come on. Oh, okay, let's look at his face. We don't want it flat, but maybe just darken this up a little bit. What is that? It doesn't sound good. They're making, I don't understand. To me, like, Harrison Ford is one of our last great all-American male, manly male actors, right? And they're making him into a pansy, and I just kind of wonder, like, why is he letting him do this? You can't tell me he's hurting for money. Okay, I'm not really sure about my life choices here at the moment, but we're just going to roll with it. Tom Cruise. What about Tom Cruise? Did I miss something? Is he doing weird things? Oh, no, The Last American Males. You got it, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do we think so far? Are we liking the way Evee's turning out? Is it eye-pleasing to the Pokemon fans out there? Is it true to life? I'm so glad you guys decided to come and hang out and that you enjoy these streams. Thank you so much for saying that and let me know. Really appreciate that. Hey, you know what? As a Pokemon normie myself there, Kings, I get you. I hear you. I see you. All right, we're just going to kind of do some general shading here because, again, I can't make this too crazy for her. Are Eevees edible? I would imagine all mammals are edible at some point and to some capacity. You know, they turned Winnie the Pooh into a horror film. Why haven't they done that with, which I totally am so livid about, to be honest. But why didn't they do that for Pokemon? You got plenty of opportunities there with all the horrific kind of Pokemon that are there. I mean, you know, Hollywood's hurting for ideas. Just saying. Man, I hope my guest knows how to paint. I'd hate to have to tone this down, to be honest. I'm trying something with the face. It might not work out, but we're gonna just kind of do this for a second. Yeah, it's not going according to plan, but that's okay. Again, we're just winging it. Yeah, this looks really bad. Okay. All right, we're just gonna kind of erase this. Just kind of sort of erase it. Don't worry. Copyright. The copyright for the non-Disney version of Winnie. Oh, Winnie came up, so they were able to make the movie because Pooh ended the public domain. Yeah. That's true. I do remember someone telling me that. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And I'm kind of glad about it. I love Winnie the Pooh. It's one of my favorite children's stories. But I hate that people desecrated it by doing that. But I think someone was telling me that they basically were trying to make a movie so terrible that it would become like this new, weird, interesting film, kind of like Sharknado. Like, it's so stupid, so bad, but somehow it was just this huge phenomena, which I will admit was kind of funny. Okay. All right. I'm feeling it. I dig it. Do a Psyduck instead. It's mostly yellow and less difficult to mess up. Nah, if you want to make a Psyduck look realistic with that element there, you gotta. The Goodbye Christopher Robin movie with Pooh. Oh, I'm telling you what. That. Get you in the feels. It was so good, though. I actually liked that. Okay. Time to go in for the tuft of hair here. Nearly there. Get that foundation down. This is just basically our midtones. We'll add some highlights to it in a second. I was thinking about streaming some Fortnite tonight because I know somebody told me, a little bird told me, a little friend told me that the new chapter of Fortnite that's coming out is going to be jungle themed. Does anybody play Fortnite? You excited about that? I think that sounds really fun. I enjoyed this last one, but that sounds really cool. Like, what kind of weird weapons are they going to give us now? What kind of weird skins are we all going to get now? That's right. A stream. Follow me over on Twitch. You can find that in the description box as well. Although Twitch has its own problems these days. Like, it seems like all the mega platforms are kind of forgetting their place. Let me put it this way. Oh, really? Optimus. Well, because of the new movie coming out, right? I'm a little on the fence of my excitement or interest for that movie. The Beast. Essentially Beast Wars. I used to watch that with my brother growing up. Rat Trap was my favorite. We digging it? We feeling it? I like it. They all want a bigger slice of the pot. Yeah. It's not like they're not already raking in billions of dollars, right? So it's like, if they would just stay true, and I understand it's a business, but if they would just stay true to what they've been doing, they'd still be making oodles and oodles of money. I don't understand. Okay, so the tip of the tail also has... All right, so let's just go ahead and cover this up. So when you see me painting this with my guest, don't be surprised if it doesn't look exactly like this, because it's probably too many details for my guest. No ill will to this person, but I might have to dumb it down just for time's sake as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing it because of what the director said about his portrayal of Optimus Prime in this film about a year ago. Ah, what did they say? Okay. Evee is almost done, people. I think that this works with the color palette that we have in the background. Like, I'm feeling it. I think it looks good. I'm very happy. I'm excited. Who is it? Is it Rogue Attraction that says that sometimes? I'm happy. I'm happy. Calm. All right, now we're going to go for the eyes here. They're kind of black, but they're also brown, I think. Okay, we'll mix some more brown with a touch of black. Apparently, Optimus and the Autobots aren't as concerned about protecting humanity in this film, and there's a part in one of the trailers where Optimus manhandles one of the human characters. Oh. Maybe it's kind of like an arc. You know, he's finally gotten to a limit, tired of saving us, and then realizes not everybody's awful. I don't know. I have no idea. I really enjoyed like the first three, and then I was like, well, really the first two, and then the third one was okay, and then I was like, all right, we don't really need any more, and then they just kept making them. It's like Transformers is like trying to compete with Fast and Furious or something. All right, eyes. These eyes are like gumdrop shape, long gumdrops. They murdered my man Rodius Prime. Oh, snap. Well, you know, kind of like in Star Wars, when it comes to cinema, no one's ever really dead. Okay, we'll have to hope that this is okay. I feel like it looks a little frightened here, this Evee character. Looks a little bit better. Let's see if we can do a little nosy. Maybe the eyes aren't wide enough apart. I think the eyes aren't wide enough apart, but that's okay. I don't think that's a good sentence either. I need to read more. Tabitha, you used to be amazing at the English language. I might be messing up these eyes. We can always try to fix them. Now they're getting too big. Like they're getting out of control. Prime would never have that sort of doubt. He's always been wiser than that because the Autobots lost their own world. So the last thing they want for another world is to suffer. So how do you decide what to paint on each guest stream? So the way it works when I teach YouTubers how to paint is that I reach out to them and invite them onto the channel. And when they agree to come onto the channel, I say, okay, you get to paint whatever I said, I will teach you whatever you want. So pick what you want to paint. And then I make a mock-up of something that I think we could do. I send it to them and say, does this look good? We are allowed to have one revision. And then I send them a simple supply list. And then we schedule a date. And we then stream and hang out. I try to have it on Saturday mornings, kind of like that Saturday morning cartoon vibe, right? I think I need to switch paintbrushes. It is fun. I've had some really cool guests. I've had Drunk 3PO, the Rogue Attraction. You guys know I've had X-Wing on here, Comics and Cosmetics, My Nerdy Home. I guess I'm just kind of making my way through Geeks and Gamers. I'm planning to have Krista Nova on here at some point. It'll be super fun. Star Wars Dog. Hello. Hello there. See if I can lighten this eye. I think I'm missing it with the eyes. But the thing is, never give up, never surrender. So let's see. Let's see what we can do with these. I don't think they're terrible. They're different than what I'm accustomed to doing. I'm afraid that I've made Evee sad. Don't be sad, Evee. Needs pupils? It has pupils. But it is a little creepy. I'm trying to copy what I see here in this picture, and it's I think you mean maybe the catch lights. Let's give it some catch lights. I'm gonna just kind of copy what I have in my reference here. The catch lights help keep it from looking soulless, you know. That's a little bit better, isn't it? A little bit? What do you guys think? A little bit better? Yeah, it's amazing what those little reflections will do. I think having such dark lines underneath the eyes didn't really help either. It's a little bit off. That's okay. Puppy dog eyes, yeah. There. I'm trying to remember that I need to not make this so detailed, but it's really hard. And then he needs a mouth. What kind of mouth does Evee have? There are several different. Okay, see. Maybe just a line? Well, not just a line, but it's like a little happy face. Like, okay, this looks like a weird chihuahua. Am I right? I'm right. Does this look like Evee? I mean, I like it, but it looks like a weird chihuahua. I think, hang on. I think I see something. Maybe. I don't think that helped. Let me see here. Let me take this out. My iPad died that I was using to kind of keep track of the stream. Poor thing. May it rest in peace until we meet again. But I think, where did I put my, there it is. The face is also a little bit flat. I was trying to create a little bit of, all right. Let it flow. You're right, memes. Just let it flow. Let it flow. I think it needs a little highlight to help. Maybe. That might be a little too bright, but we're gonna give it a try. See what happens. Now there's something, what is it? I think it's that the eyes are too closely spaced together. Or yeah, they're not far enough spread out. This is what I am believing. Give it buck teeth? No, I'm trying to take this seriously. It's the eyes. They're not. Oh man, I'd hate to have to redo it. I would have to let this dry and then redo the eyes. And I believe that is what would separate this. That would be what would, I say separate, but that's what would really help it out. Let's see, I'm going to give it some more catch length. I mean, it does kind of make it look a little bit more realistic, but there's something wrong with the face. There's even with this little lip section here. Let's see if I can match this. Nope. Get rid of this mouth here. Yeah, the mouth is wrong. Kind of tone this down a little bit. The mouth is wrong, and it's the eyes. Unless let's try this again. See if we can salvage. Let me see. Lower, higher. Now he looks like Gomez Adams. Oh, heaven help us. All right. I noticed that the nose is significantly smaller, but if the eyes were spaced out further apart, then it would work. I have to wait for the black to dry before I do that. Or, smaller eyes? I don't think it's smaller eyes, because when I look at this Evee character, he's got some pretty big eyes. But overall, I like the way that this looks. I think that I will just need to, like I said, wait and redo the eyes, which is probably the perfect place to oh wait, hold that thought. Let's see here. I was going to say probably the perfect place to end the stream, and then you can see what the final outlook looks like whenever I get my guest on here. But let me put some shadows underneath Evee's feet here. I'm going to try to be a little bit consistent with the lighting. Your blue paint cup has a face right now. Am I the only one that sees it? My blue paint cup? You can see my cup? Or you mean this blue smear right here with the, are those look like eyes to you maybe? Oh man, this is really close to the bottom. Oh man, this really sucks. I didn't realize. Oh, this part won't be in the frame. That's okay. I got deceived by the tape on where everything was at. But that's okay. Make it work. A little bit down here. Okay. So guys, I think that's where we're going to call the quits, but let's do kind of a grand reveal here. The probably the most satisfying part of the painting. See what it looks like with its little passepartout. For a crossover, you should do Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland. Oh my. I actually have never really seen The Wizard of Oz. I know, don't shoot me. But I probably did when I was really little, but I need to watch it again if I ever did see it, because I don't really remember anything of it other than its iconic moments. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. The witch and the Lollipop Guild people or whatever. All right. Yeah, see, I have it too far down, but that's okay. I'll tell my guest to lift up the Evee. And then the top portion. Ah, that's the stuff right there. Pretty fantastic. I like the way this painting looks. I like the way it turned out. I think I just need to have, it would be kind of cool if it had more stars in it, but it's okay. It's too late. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to have to redo the eyes. I'm not really happy with them, but I like it. I think it's a fun, whimsical painting. And I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me. I hope that you've had a wonderful time here. I hope that you gave this video a like, and hopefully you'll be back. I'll do my best to continue streaming on Thursday nights. I'll try to post in the community chat. Sometimes pay attention to the community chat. You'll want to subscribe hit the bell notification, but you also want to check out the community chat from time to time because I will put polls or ask questions about my upcoming art pieces on Thursdays that we create things. I like to get your input, and sometimes people need a little bit of help. But thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend coming up. I hope it's beautiful, wonderful, and that you get done whatever you want to get done, or maybe that you just rest. Maybe you just need some time to contemplate life, or who knows? Maybe you just need a little rest and relaxation. Whatever it is that you need to do, maybe watch some cereal, watch some watch some cereal, eat some cereal while watching some old-fashioned cartoons, just feeling a little nostalgic, maybe sit in a hammock and read a book, listen to the sound of the wind in the trees, or maybe go hang out with your family or friends for a little bit, even if it's just a trip to Walmart to get some goodies. I just hope that it's a fantastic weekend. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And hey, Emily. Yeah, we're getting ready to wind things down. I messed up the face, so I got to let it dry so I can fix the eyes. But thanks for coming in. I'll see you guys next time. Until we meet again, good night.